sure everything is good. Okay. Mhm. Okay. That is weird. There we go. All right. Can I hear myself? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. Just trying to make sure volume is good and not very quiet. Hello. Just trying to make sure volume is good and not very quiet. Okay. Mute that now. Okay, so that should be good. Okay, just trying to get everything all adjusted and such. And there we go. Okay, hello everyone. This is Linkamus Prime, and today we are doing a live, a type of live that I've never done before, which is basically a unboxing slash build and chill. Usually I do just a build and chill, but this one is going to be a lot quicker, so I figured let's take up some of the time to actually include one more thing because these model kits are Yolopark, and because they're Yolopark, they're not like, I would say, true model kits because they don't have runners, they don't have all that kind of stuff that takes, a while to build and work on. So we're going to start off by opening some of these guys because I really want to check these out. Like I mentioned in my unboxing video that I just recently uploaded, I have the His Tank Megatron and the Triple T Cup. So now I have the AWE Striker Bumblebee and the Thunder Machine Soundwave. So first, we're going to check out Bumblebee because, because Bumblebee is Bumblebee. He's bumbling, he's being bumbly, he's all that stuff. So we're going to open this guy up because again, very excited to see what we got here. Ooh. Also don't want to damage these boxes because I actually really like the way these look. Okay. Okay. All right, that's a specific way right there. So, yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. There we go. Okay. That's a little bit on the damage side. It's not bad though. So, got that. And then we got that. So there we have all of that. And then wait, let's see. Let's look at, oh wait, I can actually look at comments here. Okay, we got Glasses Coon VODs, Link, yo, what's up? And we got Sentimus Prime, hello, how's it going? Okay, now for the moment of truth. I'm going to slide my laptop back just a tiny bit over here. We can give ourselves a little bit more room. Now for the moment of truth. That is epic. That is epic. Okay, so get those put to the side. Okay. Oh, there's an okay. Get that open. If I can. There we go. And for the reveal, there he is. Bumblebee and Lonzo Stalker Wilkinson. I realistically, I do have scissors. Oh, thank God. Okay, I got scissors on me. That's good. That's good. That's good. Okay, but yeah, so there's Bumblebee. He's looking. He's not as big as I thought he'd be. Actually, he's a lot smaller than I anticipated. He looked a lot bigger in the videos that I was watching, but I guess not. So, but we'll get this out. Set that down. Okay, and then the GI Joe. Oh, that's gonna suck to get out. Okay. Oh boy. So the way that they have the card back in there is like it's all sandwiched in there, and I don't want to really damage it. But oh, you know what? Oh, there we go. It's not too bad. Okay, you know what? That worked. There is Stalker looking all. I'm not gonna say that because that would sound weird. But there we have Lonzo Stalker Wilkinson. Okay, let's see here. Liam Neeson. Okay. Is this Linkimus Prime? Yes. You know what? No, this is not Linkimus Prime. This is actually um uh his evil twin brother. I He's not actually here at the moment. Anyways, that's really cool. Oh, that is my dad. Ladies and gentlemen, my father is in the chat. Hello. All right, I'm gonna put that to the side. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in the box because I want to make sure that all the little ties and stuff fall into the box and not, everywhere else. So I'm gonna get those out. G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, Mighty G.I. Joe, G.I. Joe, Mighty Man from Duto. This is Lockmus Prime. Yeah. Okay. Like that. Okay. There we go. That. It's a little loose feeling here. Okay. Get that locked into place. That's most likely what it needs to do. If I can. It's supposed to. It's interesting. Oh, you know what? Okay. Okay, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. There we go. Okay, now that's all locked in. Okay. Okay. There we got all of that there. It's a little loose. Oh, that tabs in. It's supposed to tab in. Does that not? There we go. Got to hear that click. Okay, that one's clicked into place. Yeah, my only gripe with some of these is just the looseness. But it's not a huge deal. Like they're bulky, and so that kind of makes it to where, the parts, like the areas that usually tend to be loose, they what is it? Yeah, come on. The parts that tend to be loose tend to be in areas where it's not like a huge deal. Like it won't really affect the structural integrity, at least when it comes to like standing up. So, all right, so we got this piece right here. That's gonna go on the back. I'm gonna put that off to the side there. We got his gun. Oh, and then we got the antennas. Yeah, there we go. All right, there's the gun right here. And then the antennas, I think I can just slip out. You know what? Probably not. I'm just gonna do that manually. Okay. Yep. Okay, there we go. And those are the antenna pieces. And I don't need this box anymore. Actually, I'm gonna just put that off to the side for now. I am gonna need that here in a bit. Let's take a look here at Bumblebee. Get everything put together. So this goes on a specific way. Oh, I see. There we go. There we go. I know these parts go over the shoulders. I was just trying to figure out like what the correct or okay, so that plugs on here. Okay. There's that. And there we go. Okay. There we go. And then I'm trying to figure out, does that just hang there? That kind of, it's a little disappointing. Sentinel Edits 09. Hello, how's everyone doing? I am doing great. How are you doing? I'm just trying to figure out the orientation of this whole back segment because yeah, I guess it just sits like that. I guess. I remember watching a review on it, but I don't remember everything from the review. All right, I'm gonna put these on now. I'm just gonna have the okay. So like, I think it would be best if the parts where they just kind of bend down. Right. Okay. Those rotate. Okay. Yeah, if they bend down into the back, that's gonna make a little bit more sense in terms of you know, because when it's going forward and when the air is hitting it, these are probably gonna bend a little bit, at least realistically, because that's usually how vehicle antennas work. Okay, there's that. There's that. Okay, so those attach like so. Again, trying to figure out if there's any other thing there, or if that's it. I think that's it. And then we got the barrel here, and that's just going to go onto the shoulder like so. You can hold it, but it looks a little bit better on the shoulder. But that does kind of make me wish that he came with his own other weapon. Oh, his knees are a little loose. That actually might interfere with the structural integrity of how he stands. But anyways, okay. Hashtag instructions. Okay, bud. Okay. All right, we're gonna open this guy because yeah. Actually, I really like these O-ring Joes. These are awesome. The only ones that I have so far, of course, are from the other G.I. Joe crossover figures. So I have Leatherneck. I have what's his name? Sergeant Slaughter, and I have Baroness. Those are all the ones that I have. Now I have Stalker, and then of course the Soundwave comes with Zartan and Zorana from the Dreadnoks. Okay, there's that. Okay, and that's that. Okay, we got the regular card back by itself. All right, so we got the little figure base here. I got the rifle. Oh, I recognize this rifle. This yeah, come on. There we go. There's the rifle. It's a little bit bent. It's not too bad. I'm kind of used to that. Kind of used to that. Not to be annoying, but oh, you're okay. So yes. So I was actually about to let you know about the package. And then I just completely forgot to let you know. I was about to let you know today. So I checked the tracking on it, and it says that it's currently in. I believe it might be here in Vegas. I'm still waiting for them because the thing is I'm not sure if they're actually going to deliver. I'm positive they're going to deliver it back to my house. But by the time I do get it back, because what it said it was the delivery was delayed in the tracking, or like the arrival date was delayed. So I'm waiting for them to like actually get it, and also because it is the holidays, I'm pretty sure they're still like delivering a bunch of stuff. But I should be getting it here within the next day or two. But I will let you know when I do get it, like immediately. I will let you know immediately when I get it back. And I will get that shipped back out to you as soon as I'm able to. But yeah, no, I feel bad that it's taken this long. I did not expect for it to be that painfully long for them to like return to sender, because that's like one state apart, which is ridiculous. The fact that it's going to take them like that long just to return a package back to the sender is nuts. But the good thing is now that I have all the information that's needed, everything should be smooth sailing by the time I do get it sent back out to you. But yeah, so definitely expect it soon, hopefully. I very, very much hope that it's soon. But yeah, so again, I will let you know when I get it back. But yeah, everything should work out. I promise it will. I've never done giveaways before, and again, it is kind of on me that I didn't really ask for all the correct info. So I do own up to that. I should have been a lot more thorough with how I was doing that. But again, I've never done a giveaway before, so it's a learning curve for me. But the good thing is I can learn from my mistakes. So, but yeah. All right, there we go. that back together. Okay. So there we got that. All right. We got Lonzo here. And again, I really like these O-ring figures because these are reissues of like the original toys. Definitely touched up a bit more from what it looks like. This one feels a little loose in the legs, but not too bad. Oh, that's my fault for not putting everything on there. Mistakes happen. I'm not gonna like, fully fault you for that. Especially like because I'm thinking, you were just excited to get a free item because who wouldn't be excited to get a free item. And mistakes happen. I don't sweat it. It's completely okay. Um, but yeah, so we're good. We're good. And the good thing is it should resolve itself over time. And by the time that I do get it back, then yeah, I'm gonna send that thing right back to you as soon as I possibly can. Um, but yeah, we're good. All right, there we go. Got the gun in there. Ah. All right, the gun does not want to stay very well, so I'm just gonna try. I don't want him to hold the magazine. All right, there we go. So we got the gun there, and then we'll just put him on the base here, if I can. Come on, there we go. I think. Oh, almost, almost got it. There we go. All right, put him in a little cool little pose. Yeah, again, I like the O-ring feature. There we go. It was in a little pose. There we go. Okay. Anyways, taking a look at Bumblebee. Yeah, he's definitely following suit with the Kibble chunkiness of the GI Joe crossover figures. But you know what? He looks cool. I think for what he is, he looks pretty cool. Again, very Kibble, especially on the back. Luckily, even though he has this giant backpack, um, it is hollow, so it's not like too much of an eyesore necessarily. He does have giant wheels. He does have very big wheels, and his arms do not want to go past that area. You kind of have to like have them outwards like that in a bit of a weird way because he cannot touch his legs without touching the wheels. So there's that, and it's also kind of interesting. He has the steering wheel right here on his foot, and then the passenger uh, gun on the other foot. So there's that. But yeah, and then okay, so one cool thing that you can do. I'm gonna get Stalker over here. Okay. How's the posability? Oh, Bumblebee. Yeah, let me cover that now. Actually, thank you for reminding me. So we do have a ball joint. Do we have a ball joint? No. Is it just a swivel? I think it's just a swivel. Yeah, it's just a swivel on the head. So no like side to side or up and down or anything like that. Just full rotation all the way around. Reminds me of alternators. Yeah. I. Oh my God, this is. Oh my God, these are just modern alternators. Wait, you're right. Yeah, these these are just modern alternators, except the gimmick is just another franchise prioritizing vehicle. Yep. No, that's pretty much what these are. I don't think I've ever really thought about. These reminded me of like Human Alliance. If we had Human Alliance now, because like this is a better way to do Human Alliance in my opinion. Because like it makes sense to involve another franchise that is shared with Transformers. But yeah, alternators is another good comparison. Uh, yeah, it's literally just Human Alliance and alternators in one in one thing. Okay, yeah. So swivel at the head, arms can move out that much and in that much. Full rotation all the way around. You gotta kind of move things out of the way. Swivel at the bicep, 90-degree bend at the elbow. Swivel at the wrist. Swivel at the waist. Again, kind of limited because of all the kibble going on here. Um, Legs move up that far. Knees do the. Is there a double bend in the knee? Yeah, there's a double bend in the knee. That's cool. I'm pretty sure that's part of transformation. That would make sense. But yeah, double bend in the knee. The feet do not move because they are the seats. So, oh, and they move out that far too. So, articulation is. I mean, there's there's a lot of points of articulation. Like there's almost as many points as you need, except for like the ankles and maybe a like more range of the head. The issue is mostly just because of how kibbly he is. Let me move my camera down. There we go. Yeah, he's just very kibbly, so it's not going to be too functional in terms of like posability. But if only there was a Human Alliance Optimus. Yeah, that you know what? I think I thought about that one time, and um, what is it? I I always thought about what that would look like because it would literally just be they would probably have to upscale it. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the reason that they didn't make it is if they had to make it bigger. Than like say for example the 2009 leader because that thing was big, but they probably didn't have like budgeting or whatever for a Human Alliance Prime because no, that thing would have to be pretty big to accommodate like a figure. Because I mean, like the figures, they were small, but I don't think they would have been small enough to fit in something that's similar size to the Revenge of the Fallen leader. So yeah, but I definitely still would have liked to see a Human Alliance Prime. That would have been awesome. All right, and then we have this little post right here. You could put Stalker on top. It's gonna be a little bit awkward how that's placed. I'm gonna just kind of do that close up. Come on, get it, get in there. Yep. Okay. Okay, I think I got it. It's close enough. Close enough. All right, but yeah, you can put Stalker on the top. You could have him manning the shoulder cannon. Never thought I'd say that. Yeah, he can man the shoulder cannon, so that's pretty cool. Um, just give Bumblebee his rifle. He can't shoot it because his fingers won't fit through the trigger, but Great reveal and unboxing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna get this guy in vehicle mode. I'm not gonna use the instructions because I'm just gonna do this from memory. Take that off. Figure all that out later, I guess. Okay, so let's see here. I have a good idea of how the transformation worked. So I'm gonna put the legs together. Okay. Untab all of this because this will all accordion in a weird way like that. Yeah. Imagine needing a human to fire your shoulder gun for you. Couldn't be Soundwave. Yep. Okay, and then yeah, that was the back part. That all plugs together in the back. But wait, I do need to do this first, I believe. Yeah, that all untabs here at the back. Yep. Oh, there we go. Those come down. Yeah, because there needs to be clearance for all the wheels. Okay, there we go. There's that. And then, oh wait, yeah, the Bumblebee's head, I believe, flips inside. There we go. Okay, that all closes up. Does that go to the back? No, that goes forward. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. That tabs in. That tabs in. Did I put these back? I did put those backwards. That's fine. Didn't realize that was actually the back of the cage, but can this rotate? Hello? Oh. Oh boy. Oh, there we go. All right. Got those rotated. Again, I'm just kind of guessing where things go based on memory. So there's that. And then all of this is gonna configure in somewhere. Okay, so that's the gear shift. So that means all of this is going to that's going to come forward. That's going to come to the side. It's going to come down. It's going to align with that. Same thing on the other side. Make sure you guys can see that. Oh, I didn't want to untab the legs. There we go. Rotate that. Bring that up. Close that in. There we go. And then the seats are oriented weird. Oh, that's why you have to bring those down. And then I guess those just sit there like that. It's a little weird, but okay. So the seats come up like that. Oh, right. And then they tab into those slots right there. Okay. Cool. So that closes up. Okay. Align the seats with those tabs. If I can try. Come on, there we go. And close all of that as best as I can. The arms in the way. Oh, yeah. Probably flip those forward for clearance. Yeah, and then those are going to tab into the arms. Okay. Oh, crap. I didn't want to do it. All right. Right, those tab in to there. The wheel wells. Okay. Again, tab that into the wheel well, like so. Flip up those, like so. Get those lined up. Okay, that's about as far as that goes. That tab's in there. These. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now that's budging. There we go. Then line that up with that. Line that up with that. Make sure everything is nice and squozen, as Emgo would say. And then those are gonna go there. Tab in. Then in there. Tab that in. And then that's gonna flip down. Like so. Keep those up. Okay, is that all aligned? Yep, that's all aligned. Just making sure, just to double check. Okay. Okay. So there is the AWE striker, or the AW striker, whatever it's called in the show. Plug the cannon on top. Oh. Yep, there we go. There's that. And there we have the, I'm just going to call it the AW striker for simplicity. There we have the AW striker. That's awesome. This is, oh my god, yeah, this is really cool. Okay. Yeah, okay, so yeah. Got G.I. Joe on the side, you got the star there, got some more tampograph details. Same thing on the other side, American flag. Got that on both sides, actually. Wait, what's everyone saying? There was an Optimus that came out around 2008 or 2009, but he has a gimmick where his vehicle form, whenever you open the door, a guy flips out. Yeah, the 2007 Voyager Optimus. There was even a comic that even touched on that feature, because the little driver is actually supposed to be Peter Cullen in a cowboy hat, which is really funny. Briximus! What's up, man? What's up, Briximus? There's a Voyager tie, 2007 Voyager Prime, and the guy was supposed to be Peter Cullen. Yeah. I'm in awe with this striker. Alright. So, what's cool about this is that you can put at least, I'm pretty sure this thing could hold at least like 4 or 5 Joes. Because you got 2 seats here, you got some pegs here on the sides. So that's 4 figures already, and then you got something in the back here. Yeah, this thing could hold 5 Joes. So that's something. Oh, that came untapped. Does anyone here collect blockies? I only bought one. I bought the Blockies Rise of the Beast Nemesis Prime, and I think that figure is really cool. I want to get the Optimus, but eventually. Yeah, you could put him here, or you could put him here, like he's getting out, or in the passenger seat. But this makes more sense for him to be the driver since he's the only figure that this thing comes with. So put him there. I'll fit him in there as best as I can. Is that it? I'll rotate his waist around a little bit. I think the steering wheel actually rotates, so that's pretty awesome. Okay. And there we go. Yeah, he's driving around. There we go. Okay, and then you don't really have a place for these, so you just, at least I think, that's what I think. Put that there. I don't know what that port is. It's weird. It's a weird place for a port. Yeah, I guess these just sit to the side. Usually there's like a place where you just like put those. Oh, wait, you could actually probably put the, I'm not going to mess with that because I don't want to get them lost and stuck in there. But yeah, anyways, there is the Awe Striker looking awesome. Horrible, I'm sorry. Anyways, but yeah, so this looks pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we're going to put that off to the side. Those as well. And now let's get open. Oh, wait, let's see. The Awe Striker was already a goated vehicle. It helps that this alt mode has so much to add to G.I. Joe. Absolutely. Absolutely. I remember what you were talking about the possibility, like another Transformers collaboration being because like they have a few options. I wouldn't be surprised if they just like lumped it in with Age of the Primes because it's like, oh, it's not G1 because he isn't a G1 like Snowcat's not a G1 character because he appeared in Energon, but like it's one of those things where like it would make sense in Age of the Primes, but it would also make sense in the GI Joe crossover line. So I know for a fact that they probably make him. One thing that leads me to believe he would be a GI Joe figure is mainly due to the fact that Hasbro the only Energon figures that they made were core class, and I'm pretty sure it was just Megatron and Galvatron, and that's it. So, considering the fact that I guess, based on the fact that Energon is not as popular within the Unicron trilogy, it would make sense to probably just place Snowcat within the G.I. Joe crossover stuff. And that would be cool because we don't have a G.I. Joe crossover Snowcat. So, that would actually kind of make sense. But, yeah. Okay. So, there we go. There's Soundwave. There's Thunder Machine Soundwave. Gotta move back. There we go. It's kind of like doing stuff as we go. Oh yeah, Soundwave. I've already covered the box in my unboxing. If you want to go back and watch that. Snowcat for sure. The original toy is also quite large. Yeah. I would definitely like to see that. Like even though he's not a G1 character, I still want to see him part of the G.I. Joe Transformers lineup. Absolutely. Soundwave superior, Autobots inferior. There we go. I don't know why these are like that. That's kind of weird. That's all cutted. If I can. There we go. All right. And for the box reveal. This is the only one I think with like a cooler Hasbro inside box because it's not just plain cardboard. We have a white box instead, and this I think they should have gone for with everything else because Cup they got rid of this because this came before Cup, and then they just went back to the regular cardboard box instead of like this really cool white packaging. So I don't know, but. Get that open. I'm actually really excited to see what this looks like in person. I'm so excited. This is going to be awesome. Okay. Get those put to the side. Okay. And again, I bought all four of them because I want to be prepared for the for this year's Mobat Tank Optimus Prime. Wow, this is having a really hard time focusing. This year's Mobat Tank Optimus Prime, which is going to be really cool. At least I hope. It's just going to be a green Optimus Prime. He'll probably have like red and blue insides because they'll have to follow suit with the patterns. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, finishing what I was saying, they're gonna have to like stick with the patterns of like the GI Joe crossover stuff, where if the vehicle is not the color of the intended robot, then they're just gonna have to BS the colors in there and all that stuff. But anyways, oh my god, this looks awesome. This looks so cool. Okay, I know a lot of people. They're not the biggest fan of like these crossover figures. I know Cup is like the more renowned one in terms of like quality, and I do agree that Cup is definitely one of the best figures. Excuse me, one of the best figures in the crossovers line. But I can't help but just love all of these because as I've been getting into GI Joe, um, I've loved the idea of like the vehicles. I've loved the idea of the figures, and I think just like owning because I feel like the I wouldn't ever buy just like the regular vehicles. I do not have room for more stuff right now. Um, but if I were to buy GI Joe vehicles, I would want them to do something else. And the best thing that you could do, to integrate something else, have them transform into existing characters. This is awesome. This is a really cool way to kind of integrate that concept. And that's why I love these figures so much. Even if they're not the most functional or amazing as figures, I still really like the way that these just are. I have a really fond appreciation of these, but everyone has different taste, and that's okay. But personally, I think that these are pretty sick. Just loose cardboard. Okay. There's Soundwave. Get Ravage out. He's got a blue Ravage. That's interesting. And I've never owned the Masterpiece Ravage mold, so this is my first time actually handling it. I do plan on getting a Masterpiece Soundwave eventually. So if he doesn't come with Ravage, then I have this to go with it, even if he's not like black. But yeah, there's Ravage, and he does fit inside of Soundwave's chest, so there's that. And I heard that this isn't. Yeah, this is just friction. So it's not actually spring loaded. That's a little dusty there. All right, I'm gonna put you inside. Just make sure that that's all okay. Hopefully that fits inside the chest. Okay, cool. Let's see. We got these little shin pieces. We got the Gatling gun. And then there's other gun parts for that somewhere. They're probably inside. I wouldn't be surprised. The shoulder cannon. And then I'm just going to get the rest from here because, yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just going to put you there. Yeah. All right, there we go. Found the extra parts. Oh, all right. Yeah, there's more. There's more stuff here. All right, so we have what's that? Oh, right, the knife. Okay, there we go. And of course, our two Joes. Okay. Yeah. Put those there. Okay, there we go. I put that in wrong, but doesn't matter. Oh. Missing something? Okay. Okay. Just put the box back together for now. Cool. Okay. Now we're good. All right, so kind of going over the rest of the stuff. I'm going to put Soundwave together first. So we got the leash right here for Ravage, so that's cool. We got the antenna piece, and I do think it's weird that the antenna piece can't really rotate. You just kind of plug it in there, and that's just where it goes. That's going to suck for when I have to display this because it doesn't do anything else. Oh, I forgot some parts there. That is a rubber band. What is that? Oh. I did not see that. Okay. Yep. There we go. Cool. All right. I think that's yeah. Okay. That's all the packaging bits left. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I'm not a fan of that because that's gonna be a pain for when I'm gonna try to display this guy. So yeah. Well, I guess that's that. He also doesn't have. Yeah, I'm pretty sure does Cup have ankle pivots? I'm gonna look it up. I can go get it, but I don't want to leave the thing. I think he does. I think he does have ankle pivots. Yeah, because they untap. So yeah, Cup is the first one. I would not be surprised if Cup was actually designed by the Transformers team instead of the Joe team, because I think the Joe team, either that or they're just improving. I'm not sure, but I do know most of these were designed by the Joe team. So, but yeah, the Cup is definitely a major improvement of a figure than these are so far. So hopefully we see something cool with Prime, but it is going to be weird to have like a different stylized Prime than the Megatron. Will you get Megatron? I have Megatron. So the first one. Okay, so it's a little quick story time. The first one that I bought, I was actually hunting for this guy. I was hunting for this figure, because he was apparently appearing at Ross stores for about I think like 40, $50, and but I wasn't able to find him, and so. But the same day we went to a GameStop and they had the Cup figure, and so I got that. Actually, my mom got that for me as a early Christmas gift. But yeah, so I got the Cup, and I really liked it, and so I was like, you know what, I want to collect more of these because I thought it would be cool to have other figures, right? But so I couldn't find Soundwave, but instead, what I did was I looked online, and I ordered from Big Bad Toy Store all three of the other crossover figures. Soundwave's at Ross now for 24. See, none of the Rosses that I went to had him. Not a single. I went to 4 Rosses that day. They didn't have a single Soundwave, and that sucks. I would have liked to pay 24. I think that would have been great because I'll be honest. I paid $100 for this. Actually, I paid more than $100 for this on BBTS. There was no sale. There was nothing. Full $100 because the thing is I had other options online that were cheaper, but I felt more secure getting something on BBTS than I did from other sellers just to be safe. Because sometimes with big purchases like that, I want to play it safe, and if I know I'm gonna get a product, I might as well just pay more for security's sake. but that's about it. So yeah, I unfortunately did end up paying $100 for this, and yeah, I think that might be one thing that might take away some enjoyment from this, because Megatron, when I bought His Tank Megatron, I paid $54 for him because he was on sale on Big Bad Toy Store. for the Bumblebee, I did pay full price for Bumblebee. I paid about 70 80 bucks, which is normal. Not the best, but definitely not as bad as this guy was. So this is definitely the most expensive one that I've gotten because of shipping and all that kind of stuff. So unfortunately, you know, that's just how it is when you can't find what you're looking for at Ross. You gotta go online and pay those egregious aftermarket prices, even though I went on practically official store. So there's that. But you know what? It's fine. I have it in hand. I was able to get some other stuff. I cleaned up pretty good. These are all Christmas stuff. I bought this with Christmas money, so why not? Okay, so we got a knife here. I'm just gonna put everything together. So it's gonna attach here on the shoulder. But yeah, I have all the GI Joe crossover figures now. I got Megatron, I got Cup, I got Soundwave, and I got Bumblebee, and I'm prepared for Optimus Prime when he comes out this year. I don't need Soundwave, but a lot of people are saying he's great. You know what? From what I've handled of this figure so far, I think this is definitely a fun figure. He's definitely pretty fun so far. The hell? Oh. Okay, there. Go on there. Plug those in. Let's plug in. No, they shouldn't. They're just going normally. Oh, they're just really stiff. That's why. Okay. There we go. There's that. And there's. Oh. That. Oh, crap. Okay, I'm going to do this off camera. Dang. Okay, there we go. These are thick connector pieces. That's okay. Yeah, so you can like rotate these in little, that kind of, it's on a soft rubber plastic, so yeah, okay, so that just goes into the hand like so. There we go. And then of course he's got his little knife here. And yeah, there's oh right, and we need the cage pieces here. So that plugs on like this, I believe. Yep. That goes on like that. That goes on like that. I think that's good. Yeah, okay. There we have our complete Transformers G.I. Joe Soundwave. This is definitely one of the best looking ones, in my opinion. Also, this is off topic, slightly on topic, slightly off topic. I finished today, fittingly, G.I. Joe Renegades. That was an amazing series. A lot of people were saying, yeah, it's just the A team, but with G.I. Joe. And I can see that, yeah, it's definitely not like from what I've seen like a normal type of GI Joe series because they are literally just fugitives the entire series, but very good series. And I'm really sad it got canceled because they had so many good, like so many very well set up characters, and it sucks to see that we won't get more of that. I guess the reasoning for it was because the plot for season 2 was just too similar to the live action film that they were coming out with the next year. So if that's the case, then yeah, maybe it was for the best. And I mean, it was a satisfying enough ending, right? I just wanted to see Cobra get exposed and all that. But then Cobra Commander was still alive, which I'm not surprised about. But he was like, "I will live," something like that. I don't know. But again, I love GI Joe Renegades. I thought that was an awesome series. But yeah, so. Yeah, but I got all the figures now. But yeah, there's Soundwave. And in terms of posability, rotation at the head, and it is on a ball joint this time. Unfortunately, that does kind of sink in a little bit. I didn't need to unlodge that area. And I'm just gonna take that out. But yeah, that does sink in. So rotates up, rotates around, all that kind of stuff. Arms move all the way around, move outwards all the way, inward all the way. Rotation of the bicep. 90-degree bend at the elbow, and it is on a bit of a soft ratchet, so that's cool. Nothing at the wrists, unfortunately. There's no waist swivel here, is it? Yeah, there's no waist swivel. That's okay. He's just a brick. The skirts move forward, so that does allow for legs to move forward. Very nice ratchet joints up there. So those feel pretty good. All right, there we go. Swivel at the thigh, or more like the lower thigh. Bend at the knee, 90 degrees, and that's it, because the feet don't really do anything. They can move forward a little bit, but that's more so just for transformation, so that's, yeah. But articulation-wise, it's okay. Nothing to write home about. Ravage here. I do want to take a look at Ravage. This is the cassette mode. Look, he doesn't come together the best, but that's okay. But this is my first time handling a Masterpiece Ravage. So that's pretty cool. Get him transformed, so open those up like that. All right, open that like so. Oh, yeah, those tab together. There we go. Again, kind of doing this for the first time. Those come together like that. You got to flip this midsection out. Remember that. That was an important thing to remember because that has the tab there. Close that. There's the full head. Bring these together like so. I don't think, yeah, that doesn't really tab together. Bring that down. Bring the legs down like so. And those can rotate like that. Okay. There's the legs. And then just bring those down. Rotate that. Bring that down. Rotate that. Get everything all together like so. And flip out the tail. If I can try, I might have to do that with the legs open. Yeah, there we go. Flip out the tail. There we go. And yeah, there's Ravage. He's blue. He's a blue Ravage. I can get that to vote. There we go. Blue Ravage. So that's cool. Has this been like going in and out of focus a lot? I'm noticing that as I'm looking at. I haven't been like paying too much attention to this, so. I hope I can find Soundwave at Ross. Well, I don't need Soundwave, but a lot of people are saying he's great. Yeah, okay. If I get Soundwave, I might just sell the G.I. Joe people. It's whatever you want to do. Personally, I'm keeping these because I did actually really like the Dreadnoks characters. But yeah, we got Zorana and Zartan. I think these look really cool. I like how they also just say Zorana the enemy and Zartan the enemy. Because yeah, they're Cobra collaborators, but they're not Cobra. Yeah, so these actually look pretty cool. The only reason I would recommend keeping these is just so you have like the little people go inside the vehicle, and it kind of just completes the whole look of this because you know the Thunder Machine does belong to the Dreadnoks, and well these are the Dreadnoks, but if I get Ravage, I might paint him black. Fair enough. Yeah, if you need like a Masterpiece Ravage and you have the Masterpiece Soundwave, then you might as well just, you know. But if you don't have a Ravage, then yeah, you might as well paint it. I just realized I missed a step on this. There we go. Yeah, I forgot you have to arch the back like that. All right. And then, of course, I think, yeah, Soundwave can't really do the, he can't hold the leash or anything like that, but I'm just going to put the leash around him. There we go. He's got the leash there. Oh, that's, I'm not doing that. Okay. But yeah, let's open the Joes here. Let's open our little Joe guys. Move him out of the way. Link, yo, what's up? Nesdum the Moonwalker. Your average move is he cannot move his jaw. Yeah, this is all molded in place. So yeah, there's no jaw movement. It's just kind of molded there. All right. So we're gonna open Zorana first because Zartan I want to save for last because I love Zartan. My only exposure to Zartan is from Renegade. So, all right. I do not know anything about Zorana. In fact, that's interesting. Zorana was not in Renegades. So, all right. All that opened up. Yeah. Alright. That. Actually, I'm just gonna make some better order. Get that out. Oh wait, it's all attached. Okay. Yeah. And I dropped the base. Okay, that's great. Okay. There's the base. There's Irana. Backpack out. This interesting looking weapon out. Oh. Keep dropping stuff. Okay. And then that right there. Boom. And boom. Okay. Put that there. Oh, that is a little more loose, I think. Oh, it's rubber bands, so I'm not expecting much. Okay. There's that. And you know what? I should have kept the box open. The sound wave box open, I should say, because I forgot to use back there. That's okay. I'll do that later. There's Zorana. And yeah, that is a little bit on the loose side. But is that... Oh, that's oriented kind of weird, isn't it? Is it supposed to be like that? Yeah, the rubber band's on the inside. I'm not going to pull on that too much. I don't want to damage it, but... Yeah, you got the peg back there for the backpack. Does that go on like that? I think, yeah, it goes on like that. And then this goes on. Do you have any masterpiece? Oh wait, hold on. Not much but the sky. Okay. Do you have any masterpiece figures? I do have a small collection of masterpiece. I have 5, technically 6 different versions of the MP10 Optimus Prime. I have the Toys R Us exclusive. I have the Ghostbusters San Diego Comic Con exclusive. I have the Shattered Glass Prime. I have Year of the Horse Prime. That was actually my first exposure to that mold, was Year of the Horse Optimus. I have Nemesis Prime. And then those are all the regular official ones that I have. And then I have a it's from a company called Lewin Resources. So if you've seen those images of that really big Metroplex that's coming out, that Metroplex is like 5 feet tall. So that same company made a really big like upscale of the MPP-10 Optimus, based on like the Wei Zhang version of that mold. So like he had like the elongated shins, and but yeah, it's an upscale version of that. It's close to 3 feet tall. It's actually, well, it's more like 2.5 feet tall, but it is close to 3 feet tall, and it's not just a regular MP10. It's Captain America. In fact, let me show you guys this. So, um, is that right? No, it's not that. Optimus Prime. So, this is their regular Optimus Prime figure. Move that into frame here. So this is their regular Optimus Prime, and they have a clear version. I don't know how that's possible, but here's here's yeah, that's how big it is. That's actually how big it is. It does transform. And I have a Captain America version of this that I got for Christmas back in like 2020, and this is it. This is the Captain America version. The shield is full metal. That's the regular MP10 right next to it. And yeah, again, fully transformed. It actually lights up too. I've never put batteries in mine. I do want to eventually, but it does light up. The feet light up. I don't know if the crotch lights up. I know the headlights and the eyes light up, as well as the Matrix. The Matrix also lights up, which is pretty cool. And the Matrix is huge too. Like it's about this big alone. Like it's big. But yeah, this is a centerpiece. And for a time, this actually was the biggest transforming figure, not official, of course, but like biggest ever, until this recent Metroplex came out. So, but yeah, this is my other version of MP10 Prime. I also have MP36 Megatron, but it's a knockoff version. Emperor of Destruction, I believe, is the name of it. I have the MP44, the MP49 Nemesis Prime. I have the MP52 Starscream. I have the original Masterpiece Shockwave. I have the original Masterpiece Ironhide, original Masterpiece Bumblebee. I have the Toys R Us 2016 reissue Blue Streak. I have 3 Masterpiece Beast Wars figures. I got Masterpiece Black Arachnia, Masterpiece Cheetor, and Masterpiece Leo Convoy. I have 2 knockoff Masterpiece. I got, I believe, Frenzy and Buzzsaw. But they're from a bootleg company called Takasa Tony, which is funny. What else do I have Masterpiece wise? Um, Oh, and then of course I got some MPM stuff. I got the MPM 12 Optimus Prime and the MPM Bumblebee movie Bumblebee. In fact, recently I just ordered the uh, MPM 12 KO version that's got like the elongated legs, and it lights up, and it's like around the same size. He's just a bit taller. So that's on the way from Shozi's store. But I got that. And then other MPMs, I got the MPM '07 Ironhide, I got the MPM '07 Ratchet, MPM '07 Starscream, and MPM '07 Blackout. And then I also have the Black Apple Optimus, which is just a revamp of the MPM '04 Optimus Prime. So yeah, I got a decently sized masterpiece collection. Um, but yeah, no, that's just Prime. Yeah. All right, but yeah, Zorana. I should have mentioned the articulation on these guys actually, because these are based on '80s figures, and this articulation was actually accurate. So we got a ball joint in the head. I should mention, apparently, from what I know, the ball joints were not introduced until I believe the second or third versions. I believe they were the second versions because the first versions of a lot of the original GI Joe figures had a swivel neck, but apparently the newer versions in 1985 had a ball neck. So this is one of the ball neck figures. But there's that. So the ball joint in the neck, arms can rotate all the way around like so. Move in and out about that much. Swivel at the bicep, bend at the elbow, nothing at the wrists. Of course, we have the O-ring. Essentially, what an O-ring means, if you guys don't know, is there's a rubber, like a miniature rubber band on the inside of the torso that is attached by something that's inside the torso, and then this metal hook that connects the legs together on like a hinge system. And so it's just a hook that hangs on to the rubber band, and that's why it's called O-ring, because the rubber bands are just they're just rubber O-rings. And so that helps, that you have like a swivel in the joints and all that kind of stuff, like in the waist, and that's cool. Legs can kick forward that far and back, not really at all. Um, they can't really kick out. Sometimes they do, I think. Sometimes they don't. It's a little weird. So I'm not going to force that though. And of course, we have a 9-degree bend at the knee. So there's that. But yeah, articulation on these guys, amazing for '80s toys. But oh, nice. Yes, very very nice. Get her on the stand there. The gun or whatever this is, because this does look like a very weird, very bizarre weapon. If I can get that in there, actually. There we go. Let's get that all positioned properly. And there we go. There's Zorana. And now we have. I gotta go. Bye. All right, you have a good one, man. Thank you for joining the live. Highly appreciate it. You're awesome. All right, get Zartan open. Wait, never mind. Oh, okay. You're good, man. Come on. Yeah. This is the one part that's painful because I love these card backs, but they get damaged so easily because of the way that this is on. Okay, there's the base. I'm just gonna put that there. Yeah. Okay. There we go. The backpack. For those of you guys who don't know, Zartan is a shapeshifter, but he's a shapeshifter as far as I know. He was given this gear from, I believe, Mars Technology, who helped to fund a lot of the tech that Cobra utilizes. So he has shape-shifting technology. At least that's how it is in Renegades. So I'm not going to base that entirely off, because a lot of stuff in Renegades, I guess, has changed from the original show in terms of certain ideas. Gun up. There we go. So far, he's got a lot of accessories compared to the other ones, at least. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. How do I feel about 86 Devastator? Oh, man. Oh, man. I am so excited for that. Because I have the Combiner Wars Devastator, and I love Combiner Wars Devastator, but he is a bit outdated, albeit. And it's definitely time for an upgrade. So I am super excited for Devastator. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up all those figures, and it's great too because we're actually getting all of Devastator this year, I believe. Yeah, this year. Not just Devastator, but we're getting all of Superion this year, so that's also really cool. But yeah, really excited to see where all of those go, because I love combiners. I love combiners. Combiners are so cool. There we go. So, okay, going over the accessories Zartan comes with. So, you get this backpack, but it's actually a container piece for this alternate face piece. I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be based on his actual face, maybe? I think. Should be. But this just kind of like pops over the face underneath the hood he's got here. And, yeah. That's the alternate face. It looks kind of weird, but, just kind of take that back off. That's the face he's got underneath. And you can just put it inside the backpack. I can. There we go. Store that there. That goes on here like so. And then, of course, the gun goes in hand, excuse me, like that. Get them plugged on the base. And boom. Okay. There's Zartan. Looking all Zartan-y. But yeah, okay. And then all that put together. Get Ravage here. Plug that into the hand. If I can try. There we go. There we go. There's Soundwave. That is awesome. I love this set. This is definitely okay. I gotta say this might be my favorite set from the G.I. Joe stuff so far for Transformers. 3 combiners this and next year. You know what? Technically 4, because not a lot of people talk about it because they release the figures very gradually. Like we get like 1 figure a year, but we are supposed to be getting a G2 Menasor. We're getting a G2 Menasor. They're just repaints. But we have three of the 5 figures so far for Menasor. We got Shadow Strip in the Velocitron 500 collection. That's the last one that I plan on getting from that collection, by the way, is that Shadow Strip, because he's just a black repaint of Drag Strip. And then we're getting, and then we got Dead End from the Toxitron collection, and then we're getting Breakdown pretty soon here. Breakdown's coming up pretty soon. I'm not sure if he's a Walmart exclusive. He might be. And I'm pretty sure he's like part of like one of the last legacy waves. So yeah, we're getting him. So we have 3 of the G2 Stunticons so far. And then all we need left is just what's his name? Wild Rider. Yeah, we need Wild Rider, and then we need Motormaster. So that's gonna be I predict G2 Motormaster will be possibly Gen Selects. And I only say that because number one, we've never seen a Commander class figure in Gen Selects, as far as I know. And usually repaints like that tend to go to Gen Selects, especially like Titan class figures. So that is a possibility, or cause I don't really see them releasing something like that in stores, especially Walmart. Walmart does not get in Commander class figures, so it could be Gen Selects. I wouldn't be surprised, but I do want to maybe collect that because I do have the Dead End figure. I have G2 Dead End because I wanted to complete um, the what is it? The Toxitron wave. So I have all those, but I definitely want to get the other two that are out so far, so I can catch up and collect the G2 Menasor. Even though I already have the regular G1 Menasor, but it doesn't hurt to have two Menasors, especially if they're just different colors. um, what is it? I'm trying to think. Yeah, and then we're getting Bruticus. So there's two figures. Now we're not sure if, because there's a Swindle figure that was that was slated for this year for Age of the Primes. We don't know if it's animated Swindle or if it's um what is it? Just G1 Swindle, because we're getting Vortex, because they're starting Bruticus. So we're getting Vortex, and then eventually we'll get the other characters. I don't know when they'll be, but yeah. So as of right now, the Swindle figure is unknown as of which one it could be. My money is kind of on G1, but considering that they do kind of need to make some more villains for animated, I wouldn't be surprised if he's another character that they'll make for Age of the Primes for the animated side of things. But we'll see. We'll see what is in store for that figure. But we will be getting two complete Titans. And I got to take my. Okay, so for context, I got my wisdom teeth removed actually a week ago, but I still have some medications that I need to take, so I will be right back.
I have returned, more powerful than ever.
Okay, I'm back. It may be G1 Swindle. Yeah, at least I hope. I kind of hope it's G1 Swindle. Nothing against animated Swindle, but considering that they want to do Bruticus, I would like to see a G1 Swindle. You kicked my rabbit out my skybound. Yep. Let's see here. All right. Okay. Anyways, Soundwave. So, let's. How long has this been? An hour and 15 minutes. This is gonna be a long stream, guys. This is gonna be a long stream, but you know what? That's okay. Nothing bad about a long stream. Because there's no rush. There's no hurry. We are just chilling. Okay. So I'm going to get this guy transformed. Because I do kind of want to move along, though. Because I do want to start building these models, but I just want to get this out of the way. And again, it's fine to take a bit to, you know, take it easy, but also mess around with some new stuff. I'm gonna transform. Should I No, I'll do it after. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be on. All right. So flip in the head. Oh. Okay. So that's probably just gonna be left off for now. Steering wheel rotates. That's pretty cool. Okay. I'll take these off. So. Okay. Right. Okay. So, just trying to see how all this. All right. So those, I do remember those flipped out. Right. Tap those in. Tap that in. The arms are going to come together. Got to flip the fists in. Fold that in. Yeah. Oh, okay. There we go. Unplug the arms at the top here. So those will come together like so. Actually, those got to sink in first. Oh, that was a piece of plastic there. That's great. Okay. Hope that doesn't happen again. Okay. Rotate that around. Sure. Oh yeah, and then the elbow's got to tab in. That's right. Rotate that around. All right. Flip in the fist. Rotate that, and then plug that together. I just realized the arms here are a bit of a different color. It's kind of hard to tell. I don't think you can really see it, but this looks a little lighter than that does. And that's kind of weird, but not a huge deal. All that plugged together. There we go. All right, so there's the front of the Thunder Machine. Next, we're going to... I'm trying to remember if there's anything... There's something specific about the orientation here. This rotates, right? Oh, yes, that's right. That rotates around. And then that... that does something. Oh, yeah. That comes out like that. And then that comes out, down. How did that go? That just... Oh, wait. Rotate that. Now rotate that. Put that up. And then tab that in. That down. There we go. So, okay. So you need to, so bring this down like so. Rotate this. And then rotate this. Or, sorry. Rotate that. And then bring this up. Bring this around. Gotta flip the seat out. Bring that down. Bring this inward, like so. Of course, it's not budging on camera. Oh, there we go. I gotta do this closer now. Oh. There we go. I gotta bring that up more. I think this was one of the harder parts of this transformation, was this one area here. I think a lot of people were talking about that this was not the most fun aspect of this transformation. Oh, there we go. It's supposed to bend like that. That's supposed to plug together. It's definitely not doing that. Something feels wrong here. I don't know what it is. It's something. So this back section is supposed to tab together, but it's just not budging, so I guess I'm just gonna have to leave that. Put these down, tab them in, tab it in, and oh right, flip these up as well. For a second it'll look like all of this was bending the wrong way, but no, it is supposed to be shaped like that. So I guess we got all that done. All that aligned again. Sure. Oh, yeah, that is crooked. There we go. Why is that? Oh. Because that's coming out of mushroom pack. Oh. That is not aligned properly. Oh, that's a problem. What is going on there? Uh-oh. Alright. I'm gonna fix something a little bit. That's annoying. Ugh. Yeah, that is out of place. Okay. There we go. I think I fixed it. There we go. Is that right? Yes. There. Now that's level. Okay. Have you read the Transformers Skybound comics? I have read up to Transformers number 6, I think, and I need to start Duke number 4. But what is it? I'm definitely behind because there's a chunk of the Skybound stuff that I need to watch, or read. And but I will say, Skybound was actually my first, I guess I'll say proper introduction to GI Joe. And I thought I thought that the way that they're handling it so far is really good. I do hope that people at Paramount can read those and be like, yeah, let's use this for the movies. Let's use this as a baseline. That would be great. I'd love to see them integrate the whole Skybound thing with the movies, because they definitely could do that. Plug those in, plug that in. Making sure. Okay, good. That's level. Okay. And this will rotate. That'll come down. That'll. Oh, right. That part. I knew there was something I was forgetting when it came to this section right here. I just didn't know what it was. Now I do. That's not even tapped in all the way, is it? Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't matter, so. Oh, wait. Other way. Plug that in there. All that lined up. That click together. Tab that in. And yeah. Okay. There's that, and then we'll just plug the knife on here on the side. Like so. There we go. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, holy crap. Man. Oh, that's cool. All right, and then we got these opening doors here. There we go. Have those open to the sides. Anything on the other side, just get that first open. There we go. Nice. Really cool. Really cool. Okay, so get these guys. I'm going to transform Ravage back. And then there we go. All right. How did this go? So we flip the tail back, flip these around, bring these forward. Actually, bring the feet back just for clearance sake. And then bring the legs up, bring this down, bring this forward, bring these to the side. Other way. Bring these to the side. Yeah. Is that right? Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Flip that in. That goes in there like that. Actually, I'm just going to keep these out like so. Flip that in, flip that in. Make sure these are rotated likewise. Boom, boom. Okay, flip that down. Am I missing something? Oh. There we go. There we go. There we go. Rotate those like such. Bring these down. Tab it in. Bring this down. Tab it in. There we go. And then split the head like so. And then flip this part back inside like that. And there's Ravage in his cassette mode. Okay. Get that opened up. Hello. There we go. Boom. Boom. Okay. Zartan. Get you all situated inside. I'm going to take the backpack off. Unfortunately, you kind of have to keep some of the accessories off just so that they can fit inside the vehicles properly. Okay. It's best from what I've seen to just like unpeg these sections here. Not that section. I don't want to do that. Just these ones. I'm going to do this closer to me again. Okay. There we go. Rotate that up. Put you inside. I have to bend your knees a little bit, actually. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. He would not have fit in here if he was still wearing his backpack. All right. That aligned there. His hands hold the steering wheel? That would be cool. I believe they can. Okay. So that's going to fit over. Ooh, that's struggling a little bit. Let's see that's as much as the legs will go. How does he fit in here properly? It's interesting. Oh, I see now. Yeah, really got to maneuver these properly, or else they won't fit. Come on, cooperate. So far, this has been the most difficult to put inside a vehicle. Yeah. I'm just going to take this whole section off just so it doesn't bother me, because this is bothering me. Okay. There we go. I like clearance. I'm going to do this off camera for simplicity's sake. Legs have to be straightforward. Jeez. All right, well, I guess this is the best that I'm going to get it, so might as well just have everything lined up here. Sit there. Okay. I'll get Zorana. Unplug that. Yeah. Come on. There we go. That out. The same thing. Okay, that fit a lot better. All right. Get that closed up. Okay. That closed up. Looks like he's putting pressure on the top. That's okay. And there we go. They are inside the vehicle. Zartan's definitely not comfortable in there, so that's great. But, you know, and then, of course, we just got all of these accessories and stuff that we're just going to put off to the side because we don't have anywhere else to put them. I thought that was backpack storage, but I guess not. All right. But yeah, there's the completed Thunder Machine. Did I not align that? There we go. There we go. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Love this so much. And just for comparison, here he is next to the Striker Bumblebee. Have all of that going on. And I would do a comparison with Megatron and Cup, but they're in my room right now, so I'm not going to bother. I'll probably take another picture later down the line, but yeah. But there we have the two crossover figures that I got. And now that we have all of this out of the way, move those to the side. It is time to start building the Evangelion Yolopark model. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to do. I think I'm going to start with Unit 0. I'll start with Unit 0. I watched Zaku Aurelius's video of this, and his was missing a part, and I'm really, really hoping that mine is not missing a part. But you know what? Let's actually take a look on the inside of this, because I do like that these have these opening flaps here. So far, so good. Yeah, there's all that. And yeah, that looks really cool. I do want to actually go over these boxes. So got all this here on the inside of the flap. We got all the parts and stuff. Got picture of Unit 0, Evangelion Prototype 0, AMK Series 20 centimeter model. Because these were actually a lot bigger than I thought they were. So that's interesting. Oh, this side was already up. Okay. Got a picture of Unit 0 here on the back. All the other ones here on the back as well. Same thing on the other side. Anyways, let's get this open. And there we go. I don't really need the instructions because these are pretty straightforward kits. Yeah, two different things here. You got all the parts here. You got the base here. Instructions here. Again, don't need those. Throw you back in there. Okay, let's start with the base. Just to have the base available. And I forgot that these have little ties on the back, so I gotta cut those first. Then I'm gonna get over this box. And these are annoying. Okay, there's one. Was that the only one? That could not have been the only tie. No, I knew it. Okay. Yeah, those were hiding from me. Right. Okay. Oh, these ones are shorter. Come on, man. Ugh, this is the one thing I do not like about Yolopark models is just the process of trying to open the damn box. Okay, there's that. And let's see if we can get this one. Come on. It's so tight. Like, it's just not budging. You know what? I'm just going to force it open. Why not? See if that does anything. There we go. There we go. Okay. Why is there oil in? That's weird. Okay. So, here we have the base. Get this put together first. So, got all... That was oily for a second. Okay. So this is the inside. That's the bottom part. Here's the umbilical cable. Not a bendy wire, so there's that. This is the top. This is the entry plug. These are the top components. I believe those might... Yeah, those are the very top ones. These are the base ones. These just snap together. Okay. Same thing with these. I'm gonna put those on the other side just to be safe. But I don't know what those are. I think I know what those are. Oh yeah, those are the little PC sandwiches. Okay. Okay. So just put these together like so. Cool. Do this part. There. Okay. That's the front. The umbilical cable is going to plug on to the back, but I'll do that last. Plug these together like so. Oh wait, you know what? I can't do that yet, can I? Can't I? Because I got to do the midsection first. That's why these come in two halves. I don't need instruction. Proceeds to almost screw it up. Okay, so these go in here like so, because that's a little slider joint right there. Now that goes over this like so. Hello? Hello? Oh, somehow I did that. Oh. Oh. It goes on like that. It goes on this part first, I believe. What am I missing here? Because that goes in. It goes in there. Do you have to disconnect that? That's weird. I guess you gotta disconnect that and then sandwich that in. Close that. That's a weird system. Because it's already pre-assembled, but then you gotta disassemble it to reassemble it. So it's like, okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to do that for all the other ones. All right, there's that. So that's supposed to slide up like so. Is that all? Is that? Yeah, I think that's the amount. Okay. Come on. There we go. Ooh, and I think there's weapon storage right here on that little rack piece. Okay. The same thing. Well, I guess there's no specific way these goes on, so do that there. This will go here. There we go. And then I'll do it later. Okay. So disconnect these like so. Make sure there's room for this piece to go in. Sandwich that back together. Sandwich that together. Oh, there's a little piece of nub mark there. I gotta cut that off. All right. I'll put that back on. Okay. There's that. Okay. Yeah. So that will go in there. And that'll connect like so. There we have the base done. Put the umbilical cord here. Okay. Put that on. Drape that over like so. And there we go. There's the base. There's the... Ooh. Okay, cool. All right, there's the base. And that works too, right? Doesn't it? Good. That's supposed to do that. All right. Perfect. Entry plug. Boom. Okay. Now for this. And this is... interesting. Okay, so that'll be easier to cut. There. There's that one. And that one. Come on. There we go. And one more, I think. I hope. Come on. There we go. All right. I think that was it. How? Oh, come on. Okay. You know, Yolopark, you could just tape these boxes. You don't have to put those plastic ties through them. And there's another one. There. Come on. There's more. Oh my God. Oh, this is not going to be fun for the other two. Oh boy. I am probably going to use this footage in my review. Don't tell me there's more. Oh, come on. There's more. There's more. There we go. Was that the last one? I hope to God that was the last one. That's not the... That's not the last one. Oh, there's too many ties, Yolopark. Just tape them. Don't tie them. These are annoying, and they're ridiculously small, so it's like almost impossible to get out. There's another... That was the last one. Right, that was the last one. Thank you. Thank you, Yolopark. Thanks a lot. Okay. Jeez. Jeez Louise. Alright. So. We got that. Move that to the side. Alright. Scoot my chair forward. This is uncomfortable. Okay. So, we got leg, foot, a little lip there. Okay, we're gonna just do that. From what I saw, these ones are a little stiff to get in, so. Okay. Cool. And that goes on like that. Remember, the black dots are at the top, not the bottom, so my hands are sweating. All right. Ankle pivot, swivel, up and down, toe bend, really tight toe bend, ridiculously tight toe bend. Almost, there we go. Marvelous Prime, hello. How are you, Marvelous Prime? Some loose plastic there. Okay. Legs can bend. Trying to just kind of get some of this loosened up before full assemblage. Yeah. Does that move? Yeah, that moves. Okay. And okay, so there's one leg. All that. Oh my god, that is tight. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, that's not right. That is not okay. That's not okay. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Yolopark, what is with these ridiculous... This feels like it's gonna break. Oh, that's... Oh my god. Okay. Yolopark, what is... Oh, that doesn't sound good, guys. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so this bottom knee joint right here is really bad. I'm gonna turn this fan on because it's getting a little hot in here. Is the fan not working? What is going on? Well, the fan doesn't work. Great. Here. I can't do anything about it. Man, that is it's kind of frustrating. It's also kind of misaligned, that piece right there. Man, okay. Is there a way I can fix that? So that's not budging. I gotta like really... Oh my god, you can hear that. That is bad. That's really bad. Jeez. Well, I guess I'm just only gonna have to utilize that top joint because otherwise that could break. So that's it's a little disappointing. Yo, I'm back. Yo, I'm now working on my model kits, and the Unit 0 knee joint is ridiculously tight. Like, you can hear that. That's not a good sound. It's really not a good sound. Jesus Christ. Oh. Yolopark Evangelion models. Oh, okay. Like, I'm just trying to get this loosened up a little bit, but this is just not budging. Like, it just sounds like it's gonna break, and I hate that. I hate that so much. It's so bad. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. I'm gonna stop that. Put that together. Loosen the toe bend. It's like sometimes like the joints on Yolopark gets really loose, but then others just stay incredibly tight, and it's just like, why? Get that in there. That on there. Okay. Okay. What's that? Yeah, well, yeah, and it's not supposed to be a ratchet. It's just ridiculously tight. So, yeah. Okay. Good. I'm not missing that part. All right. Okay. Is that on properly? It should be on properly. Force like the might of God into that thing. All right. Yeah, that's on. Okay. There's that. That'll go on there. Okay. Okay, that actually popped on. I felt that pop. There's that. That on. Did that actually do anything, or is that just okay? I just pop that on there, like so. Okay. Neck. Sometimes I'm gonna have to do some of this off camera, just in case, because some of these joints are really tight. So I do apologize. Okay. There we go. And move those up. All right. Now for the arms. Like that and there. Please don't tell me these are also really tight. Oh, come on. Okay, okay, never mind. That one's good. That one's good. That one's good. Okay. That will go here. Like that on. Okay. And then fist. Like that on. Okay, that's a little rubbery, so that's good. Okay. There's an arm. For the other arm. Like that there. Ooh, that's a little concerning feeling. Okay, just making sure. Oh, I forgot the arm joint here is camouflaged. There we go. All right, plug that there. Okay. Okay, cool. There's that. This one, plug that here. Okay. Oh, no, that didn't go in all the way. Come on. There we go. Okay. Plug that there. I forgot the other arm bit. That's okay. I'll get that on here in a second. It's really challenging doing this on camera because of how I'm positioned with all of this. Okay. There's that. Like that on. Okay. Okay. There's an arm. All right. Take out the shoulder pylons. Get those. And the head. Oh my god. There we go. That's okay. So, get the legs on. Oh, this will be fun. Okay, there's one. Make sure that double clicks, I guess. So, if you feel a first click, it's not in all the way. Two. rotate, or is that going to be really stiff? I hope to God it's not. It's definitely creaky. Okay. There's that. Okay. The arms on. Oh, God. Okay. It's good that they're tight, but Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna have to take a break after this because this is like, jeez. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do the head first, just for clearance sake. And of course, it's gonna be weird with me. Man, I have like, look at that. I got plastic bits all over my hands. Come on. Oh, that's bad. Come on. Okay. I'm taking a break. Yeah, my shoulders are in a lot of pain just trying to do this because these joints are just not it. Yeah, I remember I experienced something like this on the Rise of the Beast Rhinox model, but nothing this bad. Because the thing is, this is on a hinge joint right here, and I have to make sure that this doesn't move while I'm trying to push that head onto that joint, right? But no, it keeps moving underneath. It's like stop freaking doing that. Anyways, thoughts on Commander Class Overall? I think it looks great. I think it looks really good. I think what is it? He definitely has a lot of kibble in the back when it comes to the jet mode, but I think it cleans up decently for what it is. And I'm just happy to have you know, Silver Bolt to go along with Motor Master because those will all look great together. You know, the Stunticons and the aerial bots. So that'll be really cool to have both those combiners together. But yeah, I can't wait to see what those look like in person. And yeah, but what is it? Yeah, Silver Gold, he looks really good so far. Oh my God. It's been almost 2 hours. About 50 seconds will be 2 hours. All right. Thoughts? That's not the case. I wouldn't say there's no more core class. They're just most likely going to be. Cause it looks like this year, they are kind of like veering away from that price point just for a little bit. They should return with something like within that price point, but it'll be under a different name because they're constantly changing the name of core class like yearly. So it'll definitely just have another name to it. What that name will be, we don't know yet, but you know we'll find out. Oh boy, did I screw this up? I sure did. Wow. That's so cool. Alright. Let's just try to get it on easier. But no. Can't have that. Can't have simple. Can't have easy. Nope. Not allowed. Jesus. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right. Boy, that was an adventure just to get one head on. Okay. Come on. Rotate. Thank you. What do you think of the Sonic X transform? I'm not a Sonic fan. They look cool, but I'm not a Sonic fan. So I definitely won't plan on getting them. I'm kind of like I have the same thoughts about the Naruto collab because I'm also not a Naruto fan. Not yet, at least. I might get into it, but not anytime soon. But the Sonic collab looks cool. But yeah, definitely not like too into it. All right, there we have Unit 0, and you know, overall, looks really cool. Looks very nice. Did I say Unit 2 or Unit 0? I hope I said Unit 0 because that's what this is. This is Unit 0. Okay, that rotates. Perfect. It's just that knee joint's really bad. So I can't really do anything with that, at least yet. So I'll have to mention that in my review. That's okay. Neck looks a little crooked, but huge deal. Okay. Overall, it looks good, but putting it together and some of those joints, I'm not really digging that Yolopark. That's yeah, it's a little disappointing. I'm not trying to complain too much because these were a gift, but I do have to point out flaws when I'm reviewing something. Okay. So for accessories, we got 2 widespread open hands. So those look pretty cool. I'm pretty sure that's, when they're touching the ground, ready to, run. Those look pretty cool, or just like, But there's that. We get 2 open, relaxed hands. There's that. And then we get 2 weapon holding hands. So like you could either hold the knives or you could hold the rifle with these. Speaking of knives, we get 2 progressive knives. Get them out. There we go. 2 progressive knives, painted very nicely, I should mention. We got just a regular gray here for the handles, and then very nice silver here for the blade, and some red paint here for these some red. So those look pretty cool. Have holes in them. I don't know if those like store anywhere specific, but yeah. And last but not least, we have the pallet rifle. Basic pallet rifle, nothing much here. Not really much paint except for those little bits of yellow there, but overall looks really good. Let me get this put away. These are a lot bigger than I anticipated, but they should be around the same height as like regular Yolopark kits, so that's cool. That goes up. All right. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, so there's unit 0. Everything here. All together. Knives. And hands. Yeah, there's unit 0. Um, overall looks really good. Do I have more? Yeah, I got more black plastic all over me. Man, they really need to probably work on that because I got a lot of black plastic just like falling off of this just from trying to plug things in. That leg, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that leg. I could try to find a way to lube it up and just see if there's a way I can get it to budge. But yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's as far as it wants to go. Like it's supposed to go farther, but it's just like, nope, not gonna do that. I don't know if I can even loosen that. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see what this looks like on the base. Another cool thing is I'm pretty sure you can actually store like the accessories inside of that, so that's nice. That's a cool little feature. Okay. All right. There's that there. Got everything here. Oh, wait, no. I'm gonna have to get this to stand up a little taller, don't I? Yeah. Okay. Should lock in, right? Or does that have to extend first? Yeah, probably. Let's see here. Those. Wouldn't that unlock it? I'm pretty sure that's supposed to unlock it, but maybe not. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's supposed to lock in place downwards, so I don't know why that's like that. Okay, these are really stiff. That adjusted. You gotta get this like perfectly straight in order to display. Not you see like the head loose a little bit, so that's not great. Hello. Tab in there perfectly. Okay. Well, I think that's the best I'm gonna get it. And then the entry plug, or not entry plug, sorry, the umbilical cable just plugs into the back here. Hopefully that keeps it locked in place a lot more. Okay. All right. Okay. And I think the weapons can store on the back of the DX base because it kind of looked like that. Place for the pallet rifle, I'm not sure. Looks a little crooked. It's a little weird. Did you notice that? Yeah, it's like lopsided. Oh, that's weird. It's not supposed to do that. I think. Oh, you know what? I guess the plastic's bent. No, the plastic's not bent. Oh. Oh. Oh no. They're too. They're two left parts. Or two right parts. No, yeah, two left parts. They're two left parts. Oh, Yolopark. Uh, you guys fumbled there. Those are two left parts, and they're crooked. Well, that's something. That is something. I guess those can store there. Ooh, yeah. Okay, those can actually store pretty nicely there. This one's stored properly here. I guess so. That's good. You can at least put those there. I don't know where you can put the rifle, because doesn't seem like there's any place to actually plug it on. It looks like there's ports here where it would make sense for you to connect something, but I don't know. That's weird. I guess you could just like put the rifle here, maybe. Yeah, it's probably the. Never mind. Okay. We're just gonna put that off to the side. Overall, it's cool. It's just I wasn't expecting it to have two left parts. It's okay. It's not a huge deal. Okay. Right. Not as enthusiastic as I was previously, and that sucks. I hate that. I hate that a lot. I'm just hoping that was a case of like, you know, not a great first impression of a build, but we'll continue. So we got Unit 2 right here, looking very Unit 2-y, Evangelion X Yolopark, Evangelion Production Model 2, AMK Series 27-meter model kit. On the inside, we got all of this. This looks awesome, by the way. Got all the promo shots up here at the top. Got the model kit on the inside. Just lots of cool design details. I think this might be one of my favorite boxes. Definitely. Unit 2 on the side. Unit 2 on the other side. Evangelion X Yolopark at the top. 02. Same thing on the bottom. Back. You know, the promo shots of the other ones that you can get. And that is pretty cool. Wait a minute. Caught my eye. What is that? The eyes light up does the eye light up? I don't think it does. That wouldn't make sense because that's a little too small, but caught my eye. That's probably false advertising. Uh-oh. Anyways. How many hours have you been live? I've been live for 2 hours and 13 minutes. All right. I'm going to test a theory with this one. So I am going to build the base first like I did the first time, right? But I just want to see if they did the same thing. If there's a possibility of intentionality behind that. Because if there was, that is probably why. But we'll see. We shall see. Again, with the really, really small plastic ties. You know what? Literally could have done this the entire time. And I cut myself. That's fun. Anyways, I just pulled it apart. That's all I did. I just pulled it apart. All right, let's see. Let's test a theory here. Wow. Okay, so I guess this is either a reoccurring issue or it's intentional, and it shouldn't be, because with the way that these are, yeah, they're just identical pieces. They don't mirror each other. They're just identical pieces. Yeah, you can see like that's bent that way. Yolopark, that's an issue. That is a genuine issue because it causes like a bent look like that, and that's not good. It's not. It's not how it's supposed to. That's not what it's supposed to look like. Yolopark. That's. Wait a minute. Yeah, they're all the same. Okay, never mind. I was gonna be like, it would be so funny if these were like mirrored parts to those, and I could just switch them, but no, I can't do that. Great. Okay. Great. Get those together. Split those like so. Jeez. Man. Okay. Right. Split this one. It's a weird thing. Just like package them as separate parts, not together. Right? Umbilical cable. Base. Put all that together. Okay. There's that. All right. Okay. I don't need these anymore. Not now, at least. Okay. All right. So we got that together. And then I put this one, this through here, and close that up. All right. Close that. And sandwich that. Close that. Wait, isn't it that robot from that anime where a robot feels human can also feel? Yes, Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's a really screwed up series. Kind of complicated, but um, it's one of my favorites. Oh, okay. Can I loosen that at least? Yeah. All right. Well. Okay. Put that there. Let's sandwich that together. I think here. Sandwich that together. Okay. My sister watches it and she said it's very bloody. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of blood in it. At least technically it's blood. It's complicated. It's weird. All right, there's that. What did I do? Literally, what did I do? Oh, I see. I'm starting to realize why these might need to be mirrored. Still, it's not a good design. All right, there's that. Good, they're the same piece. All right. Down there, does this suffer from being bent? Yeah, it kind of does a little bit. It's such a weird design choice because you can see like that's crooked. That's not crooked. That's crooked. It's the same thing on that one. No wonder. Okay. Umbilical cable on. Okay. And oh, that's cool. I didn't know Yolopark makes model kits from them. Yeah, it's like a little collab that they did essentially. It's pretty cool. Alright. There's that. And same thing, I guess. And then here we have all the Unit 2 parts, so we're just gonna, again... Oh! Oh, that's funny. Oh, that's funny. Guess what, guys? Guess what? There's no ties. There's no ties. Oh. Okay. Let's test these joints out here. Okay. So far, not too bad. Perfect. That's as far as it needs to go. As far as it's supposed to go. That leg gave me trouble, so hopefully this one doesn't. Oh, so much better. So much better. Perfect. Okay. I'm going to do the feet first. No. Okay, cool. That's good. So far, so good. On there. This on there. Yeah, it's definitely not great with the squeaky joints. They're definitely a lot looser on this one, but it's... Should have tested the toe bend first before putting these on, but that's okay. It's fine. Okay, that's a good toe bend. That's tight, but functional. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Okay. And then plug that one on, like so. Perfect. Okay. So, there's the two legs, all done. All right. For this, cool. Not missing any parts. Not missing any parts. So far, you know, I'm not going to say anything. I don't want to jinx myself. Yeah, okay. Okay. There's that. That. That on. Neck on. I'm probably just going to do the head first, to be honest. Oh, that was so much easier. Oh, that was so much easier. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just do that for last. Okay. Here. Cool. Why is there two in that? Oh, wow. So someone is definitely going to be missing this piece because I have two on mine. So that's something. QC on these, from what I've seen so far, especially in videos and right now in person, QC is a bit weird. I won't lie. That on. Okay. Fist. There we go. There's one arm. Shoulder piling out. Same thing on the other side. Okay. Good thing is I don't really have any like black plastic pieces coming off on my hands, so that's a plus. I really, really hope Unit 1 is good because that's my favorite unit. Of course, that's a basic favorite, but you know, it's such a cool design. I love it. There we go. Okay, there's that. And then get the shoulder pylon out. I'm just gonna dump the rest of the accessories out here. I'll do it in this tray. There we go. Don't need that extra black piece. Maybe I will. We'll see. Still just put that in there for now. Those are very small components. Yeah. Extra hands, other accessories, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's cool. That's got a hinge right there. Oh, that is awesome. Never seen that. Yolopark kit. All right, move those to the side. Get everything put together. We're gonna do this first because why not? So that happened. That's the thing that happened. Okay. What? Okay. So the mouth keeps popping off. That's an issue. Oh, and it's in multiple segments too. Jeez. Okay. So that's a bit of an issue. I'm gonna have to glue that probably. So that's something. Oh well. It's not a huge deal. Okay. The legs on. Okay. That's one leg. And then second leg. Ow. That's sharp. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I think I got it. Should have gotten it. Yeah, okay, I got it. There we go. Ooh. 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 Okay, there we go. Okay. There's that. Okay. Get the arms on. I'm just going to do the rest of this off camera. Oh, come on. Don't do that. Okay, there's one arm. And then the other. Ooh. There we go. And there's the arms. And last but not least, shoulder pylons. Okay. And there's that. Okay. There is Unit 2 completed. Looking all Unit 2-y. And I'll adjust that later. There we go. What other animes do you like? Let's see here. So my top favorite anime of all time, as of right now, is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I did like the 2003 version of Full Metal, but Full Metal is definitely one of my favorite anime series of all time. Second favorite is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Third favorite is Code Geass. Definitely Code Geass. Fourth, Demon Slayer. Fifth, Evangelion. I love the Gundam franchise. Love Black Clover. Death Note was great. I think what other, man, because I've seen a lot of anime, but it's just kind of hard to remember like everything that I've seen. Yeah, but I'll say that, yeah, those are definitely my top favorites. Definitely. There are some white specks of stuff here. Not too bad. So far, this one is definitely the smoothest. Just, yeah, that Unit 0, man, that was rough. That was a rough build. Yes. Okay. We'll get you. Have you seen? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I did not like Jujutsu Kaisen, at least season one. The movie was great. I love the movie, but yeah, season one was just really boring. Um, I just did not like it. Just the way everything progressed was like, just get the plot moving, please. Thank you. Actually, I think they got the plot moving too quickly, but that wasn't the issue. The issue for me was that I just could not resonate with the main character. I agree, it was slow and boring. Ah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really mess with it all that much. Unfortunately, I would have liked to. I really would have liked to like it, but it's just very hard to like it. Oh, okay. This one also attaches a little better to the DX base, so that's good. Plug that in. But the mouth doesn't come off that time. Good. Did not come off that time. Okay. Do you have any Human Alliance figures? I only have Bumblebee. Yeah, I only have the Bumblebee figure. I'd like to have more Human Alliance stuff, but it's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know. I don't really have much of a place for all of it in my collection, unfortunately. I'd like to. I definitely would like to, but, you know. Why do I feel like this is just giving off the impression that it's crooked and it's actually not? No, it definitely was. Yeah. No, I'm not tripping that. Yeah, that was crooked. Okay. Well, that's okay. There's Unit 2. Get that stored. Like so. Oh boy, I hope I don't mix these hands up. I really hope I don't mix these hands up. Those are the same colored hands. Okay, I'm gonna put those on the other side. I think that's it. Okay, there's unit 2. Cool. Okay. Now for the main event. Well, actually, I'm gonna put this away first. Just minimize my space because definitely running out of that. 2 hours? Wow, we're going on more than 2.5 hours. That is insane. Man. Okay. Okay.
It is time for the main event. Evangelion Unit 1.
I have Bumblebee, but he's missing a head. Sam and missile thing. Yeah, mine are also missing the missile parts, I think. They're somewhere. I might have put them back. No. I did find my missile parts. My Sam though I actually customized into something else, and I don't know where it's at. I also have skids, which I got for a great price. Nice. Yeah, Bumblebee's the only one I have. Again, I'm not sure if I'll get more, but I have seen a lot of the other ones, and they look really good for what they are. So. Oh, that looks cool. That looks very cool. Yeah, this is definitely the one I was excited for the most. Jazz. I forgot they did a Human Alliance Jazz. Okay, so we got Evangelion Unit 1 at the front. Evangelion Test Type 01, AMK Series 20cm rocket. Av Unit 1 on that side. Unit 1 on the other side. Yolopark X Evangelion at the top. Same thing at the bottom. On the back, we got pretty much the same thing we've been getting on the back, except for, a few differences, but that's really about it. Okay. Now, open that up. Discord. What do you want, Discord? All right. There's that. And we're going to start off with the base one last time. I'm going to check if there's anything mirroring or opposite of whatever mirroring is. Ooh, I almost lost the entry plug. I need that. Okay. Let's see. Mirrored or not mirrored? That is a question. Not mirrored. Exact same. Okay. Well, that is interesting. It is definitely interesting. At this point, I'm just accepting it because at least it's not a QC problem. That I'm happy about. It's not QC. It's just, I guess, the slightly kind of poor design. But, Wow, those colors really pop up. Yes, they do. Yeah, I love the colors on Unit 1. And we've been through the base building process before. What's one more time gonna hurt? Come on. Oh no. That's not gonna close, is it? It's supposed to close. Oh well. Do you have Hunt for the Decepticons Leader Starscream? I do. That is one of my favorite Starscream figures ever. I love that Starscream. He's really big and heavy. Oh yeah. Yep, great figure. I have the MPM one too, like I mentioned before, and I think they're both very good interpretations of the character, or at least of the Bayverse version of the character. Very good figures. Okay, there's that. Okay. And yep. Sadly, I got my missing his wings and gun, but I did get him for $25 with the batteries working. How, how does he? How do you like? How does someone lose the wings on that figure? I didn't even know that's possible. That is a very good deal though. That is a really good deal, but missing the wings is definitely. I don't know how that's possible because I'm pretty sure they're just like kind of built into the figure well enough. Were they just like broken off of, or because to be fair, I don't know like the like, exact structure of the figure in those regards. At least I can't remember. But it seems kind of hard to just like lose those. Ball joints. Ball joints. Oh wait, are you talking? Wait, are you talking about the back fins, or like just the entire wings? Two wings on the top. Okay, so the back fins. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I know what you're. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense because yeah, ball joints. Back fins. No, no, no. You're good. You're good. Yeah. And I was like, dang, how did it lose all the back of the wings? How did it lose the entire wings? That'd be really funny. It's just wingless Starscream. He's not a Dorito. He's like one of those broken Doritos that you find in the chip bag. There we go. Ooh. All right. There we go. Okay. I don't really know aircraft. That's fine. I don't know aircraft that much either. Also, that Starscream figure was so good. Takara Tomy made it. Yep, they did make it into an MPM figure. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. They did the same thing with Battle Ops Bumblebee, and I thought that was a pretty deserving figure of the Masterpiece title. Both of those definitely. Glad they still got revamps though, because they are kind of outdated, but they still hold up really well to this day. Oh yeah. So here's the head, missing the horn, but you know, mouth can open like that. Got the red on the inside. That's pretty cool. Peek, 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 peek. I'm gonna do the neck part first, just to get that out of the way. There's that. Put that off to the side. All right. Legs. Let's see. These are so far the smoothest. No squeaky joints there. Amazing. Let's see this one. Again, perfection. Absolute perfection. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. The feet on. Move good. Toe bend. Yes. Perfect. Okay. Just one leg. Two legs. Foot. Okay, perfect. Okay. Now let's do the arms first. Why not? Use up the system here a little. Okay. Good. Ooh, that didn't feel good. Oh man. That's tight. Okay. I wonder. Oop, don't come off. Thank you. I don't think it's going to go in any farther. That sucks. It's okay. Okay. There's that. Pop that on. Like so. Pop up the hand. Come on. Oh. Okay. There's an arm. The other arm. Yeah, why not? We'll even out the arms a little bit in terms of the length. All right. Okay. Oh crap! That didn't feel good. Okay, there's the other arm. Now for the torso. Okay. Boom. Okay. There's that. That part's not purple. It's supposed to be purple, but it's not. Right. Put the shoulder pylons out. Okay. Here's the body. So that looks really good. Okay. Got the head there. I'm gonna get one of the horns out. Okay. I'm gonna set that off to the side for now. Right, you know what? Do you have any G1 figures like the old 1986 toys? Yes, I do. I have a few original figures, and then a good chunk of them are reissues. I have I don't own like an original G1 Prime, but I own like a knockoff of one that I got signed by Peter Cullen. And then I have two 2018 reissue primes. Where so like one of them was the 20. Okay, so one is regular, one I customized as Nemesis Prime. And then I got another one. I have Pepsi Convoy. I have an original Pepsi Convoy, which is Pepsi Optimus Prime. It's funny. I have Missing Link Prime. I have the 25th anniversary reissue Prime. I have the 40th anniversary reissue Prime, where he's like the animation colors. I got a 2018 G1 reissue Bumblebee. I got pretty much all the mini bots that they released for that line. I got Starscream. I got Devastator. I got Soundwave. Got Blaster. Astro Train, all the cassettes, like all of Soundwave's cassettes, I should say. I have an original G1 Power Master Optimus Prime, but mine unfortunately is broken. It is complete though, which is cool. I have. I got God Bomber. Like I have the Takara Jinrai, the original Jinrai, but it shattered into a million pieces unfortunately after spending like $200 on it. That wasn't fun. But yeah, I got a good chunk of G1 stuff. Also, Hello Light, Amogus. Did you see Starscream Blocky? Which one? Which? Hold on, let me look it up. Let me get these out first, real quick. Actually, no, look it up. How am I gonna do this? I'll just. There. Okay. I didn't lose any of those in the thing. No, I didn't. Okay, good. TF1 Starscream? Let me look it up. I bought the Sentinel Optimus Prime bags. They look so awesome. Oh, nice. Wait, Blockies. Ooh. Ooh. I did not see that. Oh, that's sick. Oh, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is awesome. I'm not gonna pick it up, but that is very, very cool looking. Okay, home stretch. All these put together. No, actually, let me do this head first again. I worked last time. That didn't feel good. Didn't feel good. Didn't feel good. Fuck. There's not a lot of clearance here. That's one of the things that I don't really like about these is like if it was a full model kit, I would have full clearance to actually get these pieces in. Unfortunately, I do not. Oh my. What is happening? Why didn't that go in? It was supposed to go in. What the There we go. That's weird. That was my first actual build kits. I was like, what is this? And then I got addicted. Yeah. Real. I'm literally building this right now. These Yolopark models. This is Yolopark, by the way. They did Evangelion, so I thought that was awesome. This is the guy you're building. This is Evangelion Unit 1. Fun fact, this is actually a human woman trapped in a giant thing of armor that's over 200 feet tall. Ball joints are really tight, so I'm like struggling to get some of these on. That was interesting. Did that crack? Oh. That cracked. Oh my god. It cracked. That also happened in Guilty Gear lore. Yeah. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a crack right there. That little kind of thing right there. Yeah, that's a crack. Looks like a molding problem. Yeah. I popped this in and I just felt something not right, and then it was like snap, and I was like, oh, what? It's fine. It's not a huge deal as long as it doesn't fully break off. If it does, then that'll be a major pain in the ass. Okay, get the shoulder pylons off. That is kind of worrying, though. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little worrying. Oops. Can you get a replacement? No, it's fine. It's just one thing. If it does fully break though over time, then I'll just glue it because I have glue for that. It's not a huge deal. It's just definitely a little, little but it's fine. It'd be fine. These are definitely like some of the most interesting Yolopark kits I've built because I was kind of used to the Transformers ones, but I don't know. Oh, am I gonna have the same issue? Oh, come on. Don't tell me. Yeah, that damn horn. Oh, you know what? It's fine. Okay, there we go. There's unit 1. Okay, that looks cool. That looks very cool. Nice. Okay. There we have Unit 1 fully built. Again, we got the same weapons layout that Unit 0 came with. So pallet rifle, same progressive knives. We actually have 2 extra horn bits, so that is actually really useful in case something goes wrong with one. They look cool. Yeah, they look really cool. But yeah. Overall, this is definitely the best one in terms of just like structure. Not that break is definitely a disappointment, but it's not a hindrance. Okay, I will be right back. I gotta go take my other medicine. Okay. All right, I'm back. How long? Oh man, 3 hours. This might actually be one of my longest streams. Huh. Oh. Okay. Well, we got this all displayed. I am probably gonna end it after I get this on the base, cause yeah, I'm tired. I'm exhausted, y'all. Oh, great. I like pinched my finger on that. This one does not want to go in the base for whatever reason. Okay. Alright, that's the best I'm going to get. Alright, move that to the side. This one goes in the middle. Boom. Okay. There they are. Do you have any Dark of the Moon Wreckers? I only have the Studio Series ones, but I do have all three of them. My Leadfoot is missing 2 accessories, unfortunately, though. But all the other ones are complete. I just don't know where those pieces went, but yeah. Okay, there's everything. Nice. I'm gonna put this away. Man, I just realized I'm gonna have to download this video so I can take some of the footage from it. Oh man, I'm gonna run out of space. And I just need Leadfoot. Yeah, Leadfoot. He was a Target exclusive, I believe, which made sense because he did have the Target like logo on it. That actually would have made sense for him to be a Target exclusive because I don't think it would have been. I don't think it would have been legal for Walmart to sell that product. Well, that's all the Ava kits. And yeah, really cool. 3 hours ago. Wow. I'll probably stop you here at 3:10. But overall, yeah. Come on, Hasbro reissue them. Yeah, honestly, we might see a Leadfoot reissue. I might want to pick it up if they do reissue that figure. We'll see. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start wrapping it up here. But this was definitely a really good unboxing and build and open and play. I got some other stuff coming here in the next week or so, close to a week. That I will be opening on hopefully on video because that'll be cool. And glad I got to open these and build these. These are definitely some interesting kits. Not perfect, not the most amazing kits that I have, but in terms of presence, in terms of look, definitely look great. But functionality wise, probably not going to be the most fun to mess around with, unfortunately. So that is a bit unfortunate, but you know. Yeah, but anyways, guys, thank you all for watching this live, and thank you all for joining me, and thank you all for, joining me into the new year. And yeah, overall, thank you all for watching this. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.
Autobots, transform and roll out till all are one.
Peace.